What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's poppin', guys? How you living?
Lost in Vegas, coming back at you the unbiased where we
That's right. Shout out to our free thinkers, of course.
And our patrons.
That's right.
Another early access video.
Another one.
Dream Theater.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Second chance for Dream Theater.
Second time around.
Man, we gave this a lot of thought. We made sure we took our time.
Yep.
Making sure we got the right song because everyone swears by Dream Theater. Metropolis 1. We ain't really like that too much.
And there was one dude in the comments, his name is Joey something. He was like, as I am.
6 months straight. Shout out to Joey.
Yeah, man. So
As I Am was a huge request across all of our platforms. Like I said, we took our time with making sure that we got the song that the vast majority of you guys wanted us to do.
Yeah, man.
This one, Pull Me Under was a big one. Glass Prison was a big one. And so those seem to really dominate and show up more often than not. So let's see what a second listen will do here. So Dream Theater, As I Am. Let's get into it. Okay.
Yeah, I love that riff right there. Yeah.
Y'all knew what it was, boy.
I really like that. The way that sounds, man. That boom. Yeah, that sounds dirty. That's like I don't know if that's a power chord or something. That's just like
that shit was hard.
It's like that way. It's just hot. Yeah, now so far,
So good.
sounds pretty good.
Let's keep it going.
Sounds pretty good.
Mike Footnoy is big time drummer as well.
Yeah, that's dirty. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. This is. Yeah, all right.
Don't you ever give or suggest Metropolis 1 for someone who is not used to Dream Theater, who has never heard Dream Theater before. Whoever requested Metropolis 1, I'm sorry. Don't ever do that again for a new Dream Theater. You know what I mean? A person that's new to Dream Theater. This is what you go with. You should have heard this the first time. Fuck that.
Hold on, don't jump off a cliff yet. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Because
I already like this song.
Yeah.
Even if they get crazy, get a little too crazy, I already like this song better than the entire Metropolis 1. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The entire song.
Alright, let's keep it going.
Yeah, man.
Time, so we all head, don't try.
close.
Yeah, this is way better. This is way better.
This is far more appealing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use that word appealing.
Yeah, that's
I don't want to say better.
That's true. That's true.
This is far more appealing for us. You know what I mean? This sounded, because they're still doing it.
Yes,
they're
they are.
They're transitioning. They're hitting the transitions. I just feel like this is a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah.
You know, than Metropolis 1. I know we're not experts. To us.
To
people who have not been listening to metal their entire lives, this sounds a little bit more cohesive. The transitions are great. The riffs are powerful. They're hard, they're raw.
And I love that breakdown. That was super smooth, and that was a transition, and very harsh transition, but it sounded really good because that's not new for them, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the things we were like, man, it's kind of all over the place. But to your point, very cohesive, and it just sounds more audibly better to me.
Everything just sounds more appealing.
Yeah. It's better. Fuck that.
We're trying
no,
to
just
be we're trying to be walk on eggshells there.
I'm messing around. That's better. No, I'm just joking.
So we're digging it though, man.
Yeah, man.
I've been trying to justify you.
They're still doing it.
And I will justify you. To those who understand, I extend my hand.
This is hot.
Down follow like a man. Take me as I am, not under your command. I know where I stand. I won't change to fit your man. Take me as I am, as I am.
Yeah, this is good.
Still running up
That's smooth.
swimming against the current. I wish I weren't so fucked. Feels like I'm stuck, lost in a sea of mediocrity.
Yup.
So Dale, you're thinking too much. Where is your soul? You cannot touch the way I play, or tell me what to say. You're in the way.
See, get it right there. But it doesn't sound bad. That doesn't sound bad.
Rocking it. Yeah, this is hot.
Yeah.
So up here in the first verse it says, "Don't tell me what's in, tell me how to write, don't tell me how to win. This isn't your life, it isn't your right." So I don't know if they're talking about just the people that are just kind of telling them how to compose their music.
Or having some kind of input on it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna do what the fuck we want to do.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I think we're good. I think we got this figured out. And I mean, obviously we're not experts on Dream Theater, but based off of listening to Metropolis 1, based off of some of the things we heard in the comments, you know, a lot of people swear by this band. Some people just absolutely hate the progressive, over-the-top style. They just feel like it's soulless. And I think that when he says, "Don't tell me what's in, tell me how to write," I think that's not surprising to me based off of what I've kind of seen about this band, because I would imagine people have just looked at this band and just criticized all bands, of course, but criticized them and said, you know what, you guys are just, you have no soul, you're just playing for the sake of playing. So this is, I'm sure, just addressing those people. You're right?
Yeah, that's true. I can see that. because for me, to your point, I think that you could still hear the time signature differences. Because you'll get to groove it and they'll change it up on you. Like, oh, okay, there it is. So you hear those audible differences that they continue to do. But in this, to me, I think it's done pretty gracefully. I really do think so, dude.
I think they're giving it more space. I think they're allowing things to rock out with more space this time. Or at least it feels that way. It feels like they're allowing a certain groove to settle in before they switch and transition again. Before, it just seemed like it was like boom, 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 boom. This instrument comes and this instrument coming in. And it was just a lot being thrown at you. It was done well, but it just seemed like it was too much being thrown at you. It almost felt clustered. You know, this time it feels like they're giving the music a little bit of time, each groove a little bit of time to breathe. Is what it sounds like.
I agree with you, but I think it's subtle too. It's not so abrupt.
That too.
You know what I mean? Because it was very abrupt. Like, that's all because I think if you go back and revisit that video, you heard me say,
abrupt.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, and it was very sharp, you know? But this, I think it's subtle enough that, it changes up a little bit, but I think it sounds great, dude.
Yeah, man. We're digging it.
So,
all right, let's keep it going.
You're in the way.
right there.
Yep. Just a little bit. This is awesome.
I've been wasting my breath on you. Open minds will descend upon you. To those who understand,
Love that.
I extend my hand to the doubtful lives in man. Take me as I am, not under
this is-
your command.
This is hot, but I'm scared to nod my head though.
Yeah, because you don't know what
I'm
that
like,
is. Yeah, yeah. That is so true.
Scared, like I don't
That
want to
is
nod
so
my head
true.
and go crazy on video.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta get used to
And then-
that.
and then and they change it up. But you know
It
what?
sounds great though.
It's subtle enough that I'm digging it.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's still there.
But it's just
Those time signatures is what Ryan's talking
Yeah,
about.
it's just subtle though.
You know, but right here it says, "Lost in a sea of mediocrity. Slow down, you're thinking too much. Where is your soul?" Exactly what
Yep,
we were
yep,
saying earlier on. Is it
yep.
seems like they're obviously responding to the naysayers or the people saying
critics
that
and shit.
they don't necessarily
Yep.
have soul. They're very good in terms of just their skill level, their technical ability. But they're saying, I guess right here is just like, dude, we're trying to push the envelope. You know what I mean? It's just a sea of mediocrity. You know, we're trying to show you guys maybe a different level. I guess
Yep.
is what they're saying. You know what I mean?
And to your point, George, man, you've said this in other videos, man, that people complain about things sounding the same, and then when you have a band like this that sounds a little different, then people complain about it anyway.
Yeah.
You're kind of damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Let's get back to it.
To the doubtful lives in man, take me as I am, not under your command. I know where I stand. I won't change the picture, man. Take me as I am.
Get the transition in the middle of the solo.
Yeah. Wow. Golly. Hear that drummer? Golly. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
That drummer was getting crazy. Solo was excellent.
Yeah.
And I love the transition even within the solo. They transition
Yep.
like almost mid solo.
Yep.
And then the drummer Mike Portnoy, I believe his name is. I could pronounce his name wrong, but he was going off. That's what I've read everywhere though. He's one of the best drummers in the world from what they say.
He freaked out.
Crushed it.
Yeah, this band can play their ass off.
They can.
It's just they just kill it.
You know, it's interesting. Like this song is definitely, in my opinion, more accessible. I guess you could say the Metropolis one.
Yeah.
And it's almost like this song is an invitation to the naysayers, just based off of how it sounds, because it sounds more accessible. It's like an invitation, kind of draws them in.
Mm-hmm.
All the people talking all the shit about them, just for them to say, you know, just for them to deliver this message, take me as I am. You know what I mean? We're not going to be this mediocre band that just, you know, goes by the status quo. We're going to push the envelope. And this is drawing those people in because of the sound of it.
Yep.
You know, so let me draw you in with this slow, powerful riffs that you've probably accustomed to hearing, but let me also give you what we normally give you.
Correct.
And also deliver a message like, get off our fucking nuts and take us as we are. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, man. I think they kind of lure you in with that sound and still give you the breadcrumbs, right, of what they're really about, because they still have those time signature differences in there, right? It kind of those odd time signatures. It kind of you get to Bob and like, oh, and they change it up on you. So, but I think it's more palatable because it's so. It's in there, but it's not so distinct.
Yeah.
You're like, well, wait a minute, what was that, right? So you still get a hint and get a little bit of the essence of what they're about, but they're drawing you in.
Technical ability.
Right. But they're drawing you in something that is like universally like, wow, yeah, this is what we have heard before. So maybe I should take a little more of a detailed listen, like me, because I'm like, I really like these long power like notes that they got going on, so that pulls me in, that draws me in, and now I'm like, okay, yeah, you got me. Yeah, I hear the different time signatures in there, but it still sounds good.
And you gotta listen to what the fuck we're saying.
Yeah,
listen to what we're saying. Like this is the perfect song to address your haters on, because this is a song that the haters, the people saying that you don't have any soul or whatever the case may be. This is the perfect song to talk your shit on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because this is a little bit more accessible. This is probably exactly what they want, I guess.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So let's finish this up though, because we're talking a lot here. 'Em saying? That was incredible.
Playlist.
Yeah, that's playlist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Off the chain.
The drumming, everything was excellent. Everything was just top notch, man. And I wonder what the Dream Theater fans think of this song, though. I have a feeling like I know that this song was deliberately pushed to us, because I know this is definitely more accessible.
Absolutely.
There's certain elements that are very familiar.
And they're like, oh, they'll like this.
They'll like this.
They'll like this.
They don't
This
like
is
anything
safe.
else. They'll like this.
This is safe. Yeah.
But how does this song rank against some of their other songs? They're more experimental songs. You know what I'm saying?
The people that really are fans of this band, is this an elite song for them?
Yes.
Right.
That's exactly what I want to know. How does this rank against Metropolis 1 to those fans?
Right.
You know what I mean? But to me, to somebody that didn't grow up listening, hasn't been listening to Dream Theater for the last 20 years, and isn't, trying to be this sort of self-proclaimed expert on metal, that shit was hard.
Yeah,
that was just a good song. That sounded great. You know what I'm saying? The drumming was amazing. Everything was great. Everything was amazing.
Yeah, dude.
The transitions were phenomenal.
Beautiful.
The transitions even within the solo was great.
Yep.
Constantly kept you on your toes, kept you guessing. Mm-hmm. Even the vocals, I could tolerate the vocals. Not the greatest vocals, but I could tolerate them. I thought they still fit well with the song. Just enough edge in there.
Yep. And I enjoyed the whole song too, to echo your sentiments. But what really drew me in was that chorus. I love the way that groove changed, and when he's all "Take me as I am," boom, boom, boom,
Hit you with that.
yeah, that shit that sent me over the edge.
That was
I enjoyed the whole song, but every time that came back in, I was like, God, this is just fly.
Yeah, that riff too. That's just a nasty riff, man. That was excellent, man.
Yep.
So that's it.
What else can you say?
I was gonna say shout out to Dream Theater for that one. So yeah, the lines are open back up for Dream Theater.
Yeah.
We're no longer gonna boycott Dream Theater.
No.
We weren't boycott Dream Theater. Nah, so that's it, guys.
Yeah,
That's the end of
man.
the video. That was a great song. Thank you for everybody
Yes.
who suggested that.
Absolutely.
That was excellent. We're definitely going to get into more Dream Theater for sure. That's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also check out our Patreon, guys. The link will be in the description. It will allow you to get early access to our content. This is Lost in Vegas. George, Ryan.
We out.